It's not just Donald Trump who's being abused by the Biden regime. You can see people who dare to run against Biden-supported candidates or Democratic Party candidates. They get targeted as well. President Trump isn't the only one harassed by the Biden regime. So last year, it turned out that the Air Force had released personnel files, which are highly sensitive and confidential and shouldn't be going out to anyone, practically speaking, to a Democratic opposition research firm. And the personnel files were of Republicans who were running for office in Congress. Now, evidently, there was an internal investigation, and the Air Force admits they made a mistake and, you know, sorry, but that's not good enough for us. And so Judicial Watch just filed a lawsuit. And we filed a lawsuit in partnership. I guess we're not representing her, but we're very interested in what happened to her because she was one of the targets of this abuse. We sued the Air Force over this improper release of personnel records, specifically those records of Anna Paulina Luna. And we filed the lawsuit against the Defense Department over this issue, and we had a very specific request. It's very easy to follow. We're asking about the release of documents about one person. Now, she's a new member of Congress, and she was a candidate at the time this material was released, it looks like. All personnel records, for instance, of her, including unmodified original digital documents, released to any individual or entity from January 1st, 2019 to March 7th, 2023. So we have a series of requests. I'm not going to read you every jot and tittle of what we were asking for, but we want to know what was released on the Congresswoman and who they released it to and what their communications about that issue was or were with press entities such as the Washington Post and Politico, etc. According to the suit, and this isn't just in the suit, it's reality, so it's not an allegation, it actually happened. Sometimes it's just an awkward phrasing here. The U.S. House Committee on Armed Services and the U.S. House Committee on Oversight disclosed that the Air Force had improperly revealed the unredacted records of at least 11 Republican congressional delegates, or candidates, who are Air Force veterans to the research firm Due Diligence Group. The Due Diligence Group is a vendor for the Democratic Party campaign committees, According to the Washington Examiner, this is a quote, the Democratic senatorial campaign, which seeks to elect Democrats to the Senate, gave the Due Diligence Group $173,000 during the 2022 election cycle, as well as another 3 payments or more of more than $30,000 after the election, according to the FEC, the Federal Elections Commission, which with these campaign committees report their expenditures. Additionally, the political research firm received more than $110,000 from the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee between January 2021 and December 2022, filings show. The U.S. Air Force leaked information of the U.S. Air Force candidates in the 2022 midterms to a Democrat Oppo research firm, Luna tweeted on February 27, 2023. Yes, I also have reason to believe my records were leaked. This is likely going to be a criminal investigation. Luna joined the Air Force at the age of 19 and spent 6 years in the military, including 5 in active duty. So in response and in thanks for her service to the country, some individuals at the Air Force violated her privacy and her rights and released her forms to a left-wing Democrat opposition research firm to try to destroy her. The Biden Air Force improperly disclosed confidential personnel files on candidates opposing Democrats, such as I said, Representative Anna Paulina Luna. Judicial Watch filed this lawsuit because this abuse may be a crime, and now the Biden administration is trying to cover up the scandal. So you can see it's not just Donald Trump who's being abused by the Biden regime. You can see people who dare to run against Biden-supported candidates or Democratic Party candidates. They get targeted as well. And it's Judicial Watch, again, who rides to the rescue to expose this. And there's little areas of government corruption that people get information on that doesn't result from, that isn't pursued by Judicial Watch, either with FOIA lawsuits or just straightforward FOIA requests that sometimes get the information without our having to sue. I mean, for instance, on the Trump raid, I talked about the video of the Trump raid. We have 1, 2, 3, I don't know, that looks like 4 or 5 lawsuits just on the Trump raid. So we're not going to slow down. So the Biden administration is going to abuse Trump. It's going to abuse candidates trying to run for office. It's going to abuse American citizens trying to exercise their rights under the law to dispute an election or protest an election. Judicial Watch is going to be there. We're going to be there for you, not because we think, Republicans need to be protected or conservatives per se need to be protected. No, we just think the rule of law needs to be upheld. And it's obvious it's not being applied fairly and it's being misapplied based on politics. And if that's allowed to be the way the Justice Department and the FBI operate all the time, then that's how we lose our republic. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.